Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes, so they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. Offense working from the pistol. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Finds a tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Ball. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire.
Snags it down the right side. Finally stopped inside the 25-yard line, but this one might be coming back. There is a flag down. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the air, it's Daniels. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Florida. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold and finds his man on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. I'm interested. Do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it here?
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Zings it complete to the right. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the...
Oh, out of space. The 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Right on the money. Turns it on in midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Noles are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big.
Has it. They will score. Touchdown Seminoles. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Makes a pass to Marker. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Number 38, sets a kickoff.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Got a little space. Maybe some room here. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, 1st down.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, no!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Clark. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on! To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football. One of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical 3rd down, pitch and catch explosive play for the offense.
Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Paul, hands and That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the point after is good. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Got enough for the first. He's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and getting me first downs, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard. Find that guy.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to Ball. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Jones to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Get it out on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on third. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 4 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And that'll cap their season off at a very respectable 9-3 record. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the 2nd half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the 2nd half.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Jones wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Florida. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Noles moving quickly to the line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Daniels. Setting up the screen. Hard running there. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking up the 47.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Ball again. Fights and runs through another guy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
An unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you, so they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
Here's Jaden one more time. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running right, it's ball. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down.
Easy.
Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Florida. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the Gators have chalked down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Myers on the move. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Quarterback adapting. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside away from the...
Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Makes the grab on the left. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. He wants to change this route. They run the reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off play action. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
From midfield, looking for room. And there he goes. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
To the air on 1st down. Whips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He's inside the 10. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that 1st half. Whatever adjustments they made in the 2nd half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Ball again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Could be an alley. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, and now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it go. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.